Danny Phantom, Blogging the Boys guy. He's got a series of fun questions here about this draft, which is 1 week away, Brian.
Okay.
I want to get your thoughts on that.
Sure.
Okay. He tweets, the first round of the draft is just a week away. And then he gives you his different picks for different situations. He says, here is my run to the podium pick.
Okay.
Chris Olave. If Chris Olave's on the board, he's running to the podium. Who are you running to the podium for if you see him up there?
I think I would rather have Chris Olave than those guards that we've all talked about. I mean, he's one of those guys. If, to me, the wide receivers that they all brought in, I'm a big fan of London. I'm a big fan of Burks. I'm a big fan of Olave. I think Olave, if you're a Cowboy fan from back in the day, this is Terry Glenn with hands. That smoothness, the quickness, the in and out of breaks, run real fast, get down, don't get hit. Super productive player. So, yeah, run to the podium. If that's the case, I don't know if Chris Olave will be there. We've seen some mock drafts where people have traded up ahead of Dallas, or Chris Olave's gone 2 or 3 picks before Dallas is picked. But man, he is a super player, and he could separate, get open, and if Dak was willing to get him the ball, he can make some plays.
The fingers crossed pick, Danny goes with Zion Johnson there, the offensive guard / possible center, Boston College.
Yeah, we talked to Jim Nagy of the Senior Bowl yesterday, and Jim was very, very, and Jim has worked with the player. He knows the player. Jim's a longtime scout, Super Bowl winning scout, was with the Patriots. He knows what he's doing. And, he's talked a lot about this player. And there's guys and gals that I've talked to around the league that are saying the same thing about Zion Johnson. I have Green over. Of my gang of 7, 4 guys got back to me. 3 were for Zion Johnson. 1 was for Green. So, that's kind of where you're at right now. I think that teams are probably leaning more towards Zion Johnson because he's a little bit better athlete.
Man, the fact that he could play center, and I think that's a huge edge right there. I kind of like to see the Cowboys trade up for him. That's where I'm at.
Well, the thing you need to worry about, and I've said this a bunch, and I'll continue to say it. Peter Schrager from the NFL Network is a tight end to that group in Arizona. He's gotten their pick right the last 4 years. His mock draft yesterday, he had Zion Johnson going right ahead of you to Arizona. If Schrager turns around in his next mock draft next week and picks Zion Johnson again,
you're going to have to trade up if you want him.
You're going to have to go up and get him, because Schrader's not going to miss that pick.
Did Biotish play well enough that you want to give him another year, or would you be excited to move on?
I think that to me that early in the season he wasn't very good, and then that was even when the offense was kind of humming along. And then when the offense went bad, he was one of the reasons why he was one of the better players you had. So on that offensive line. So I think that they're probably more willing. That's why they're not likely not going to take a look at the Iowa Center, for Lindenbaum because they feel like that maybe they got a couple of centers that they really, really like.